When I moved to Thailand a bit more than 6 years ago, organic produce was a rare sight. Today, the organic selection takes up much more room. While I'm pleased that organic produce is gaining traction in the Thai market, I'm also confused by the number of near or faux organic products being sold. Curious and confused, I took advantage of my recent introduction to Tem Chung, an American expat who helps manage Adams Organic. Tim invited me to visit one of their farms in Pak Thong Chai, about 3 hours northeast of Bangkok. The Pak Thong Chai farm is about 30 rai or 12 acres. The farm grows everything from tomatoes to zucchini, salad greens to shallots. Some of these vegetables are grown in open fields, and others are grown in net houses. Net houses are covered with a permeable net sheeting in order to keep insects and other pests out. Along with some additional darker sheeting, the nets provide a bit of relief from the strong sunlight and regular rain showers. To enter the net houses, you step into a box of ground limestone. This helps reduce the risk of soil-borne disease being brought in. The 2 sets of double net curtains help restrict the entry of insects. Further organic pest control methods include the placement of sticky yellow flags, which attract the insects and then trap them once they land, as well as plastic containers of sulfur powder. As the sun heats the sulfur, it gives off a gas that repels certain insects and also discourages the growth of microbes and fungus. An interesting side effect of all of these efforts to minimize insects is that pollination of the plants has to be done by hand. In addition to not using pesticides, growing organic also means that you cannot use herbicides. The farm has several techniques to minimize the number of weeds, which compete with the crops for water, sunlight, and nourishment. Before planting, the freshly plowed fields are covered with black plastic sheeting. This superheats the soil, killing off many of the seeds from other plants that are already in the soil. Seedlings of the desired crop are planted into holes cut into the plastic. As the crop grows, the plastic sheeting minimizes the number of competing weeds by cutting off any sunlight to them. Hand weeding is also necessary while the crops are young. As the crops grow older, though, grasses and less invasive weeds are allowed to grow side by side with them. As I learned during this visit, farming is a cyclical practice. The nutrients that you take from the ground must be replaced. In conventional farming, this is done with petroleum-based chemical fertilizers. With organic farming, the cycle is sustained in a variety of ways. For example, fields are planted in a rotating basis to ensure that soil quality is not diminished. Different plants take and return different nutrients to and from the soil. One reason that the industrial agricultural practice of planting huge expanses with a single crop season after season is so damaging. Additionally, the farm makes its own compost from trimmings of plants after the vegetables are harvested. These trimmings are allowed to biodegrade in containers before being worked back into the fields with organic steer manure. Our final stop on the tour was the packing house, a small warehouse that includes sanitary processing rooms and a chiller room. Produce is picked almost every day, and the workers inspect, trim, and package the vegetables. The packaged vegetables are then stored in the chiller room before being delivered 3 times a week to the Bangkok area stores by refrigerated truck. My big question about organic food in Thailand is, how reliably organic is it? On our trip, we were joined by a U.S. Food and Drug Administration certified inspector. Adams Organic is regularly inspected not only by U.S. licensed inspectors, but also by inspectors who are licensed for the European Union and Japan. While the market for organics is expanding, the retail price for organics in Thailand is relatively low compared with Singapore and Hong Kong. This is good news for Thai consumers, but creates a challenge for organic farmers. The retail operation is not yet profitable for Adams Organic, but they see this as a long-term project and an area of increasing opportunity. Many thanks to Tim Chung and Adams Organics for letting me poke around their farm and for being able to share this story with you.